That is the complication.
So Edmund has
Like,
given his word to this creature. He's like, we will free you out of this crystal as long as no harm comes to my companions. The creature has turned to you all, so that's what's about to happen. There will be no complications.
Sure says, not on my part.
Evie is absolutely not letting this thing come out into her village.
All right, then, let's fireball it.
So who's got the first initiative after the man turned to face you?
Ekon.
All right.
I suppose Ekon would be the one that would be like,
Ekon, go ahead and release a fireball.
Yeah. Can I not get Edmont with this? There's like 5 feet between them.
Yeah, you could easily.
All right, then I'm going to need a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Guys, Edmund finally found a cure and he ruined it.
This isn't a cure. This
Edmont.
is like...
Here's what happens from your perspective.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You tell this creature that you're bound to it, and it says that it can't help you if you don't free it. And then you pledge to free it as long as it doesn't hurt any of your family. The creature then turned to your family, told them what's up, and then Ekon looses a fireball. The fireball explodes just next to you, and when it dissipates, the crystal is gone and the creature is nowhere to be seen. Ekon, move your staying put.
Damn it, Ekon.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, who's next?
Genie with purple on deck.
Jeannie pulls her goggles down over her head and like tries to see if she can't see the creature.
So what was the exact wording on what the goggles can do? They can read psychic signatures, like you can see brains?
You said that they detect psychic energy.
Okay. Then yeah, you definitely detect the creature on the other side of... somewhere on the other side of the structure. Out of line of sight from all of you.
Can I throw a... Can I... What is the... Like, is it just... I don't know, like, arcing a fireball over. Is that possible?
You have to have a line of effect to the center. It fires a little pellet that has to go in a straight line, and then
It has
it
to go in a
explodes
straight line.
pretty quick.
Gotcha. So this is 40 feet up. The range on fire... I think I could get him as this fireball is written, because it's got a pretty hefty range. 60 feet? And then...
You gotta have a direct line of sight, though.
Do you, for fireball?
No, that's the point of it. It's
Yeah, I
like
don't think you have to have line of sight.
fireball is like a to whom it may concern spell.
You have to have line of effect to the center.
Yeah,
But
it
I
just
see
says
him with my goggles, right? I could basically
a point you choose within range. So it's got to be within somewhere within 150 feet. Everything in this room was within 150 feet.
Yeah, it's 150 feet.
So I'm going to make
I
you choose a square on the other side of this structure somewhere, and then that will be the center square.
Right, 30 feet above his head. Essentially.
Okay.
Like, so just straight across, 30 feet above his head.
Okay.
I need a DC 17 dexterity saving throw from this.
Blind-ass fireball. Look at this. That's a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, sir.
I have a 27.
Well, he passes, but he still takes a whole ton of damage, a bunch of damage.
Okay.
That's D6s, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then a D8. That is 34 points of fire damage that he can have.
Okay. And you hear the explosion, and you see the heat and light rise up from behind the structure and billowing out the sides of it, but you have no way of knowing whether he was in the blast or whether he was injured if he was.
All right. Well, okay. So I can see his psychic signature, but
It's
that's
still
it?
there. Yep. His brain's still there. So if you did hit him, it wasn't enough damage to kill him.
Right. I didn't figure it would be enough to kill him, but I imagine he's probably not happy with me, and I'm going to yell out. He's on the other side of the pillar.
He already wasn't happy with you. Spoilers.
Are the undead happy with anybody? Like
Some
ever?
of them are. Some undead are cheerful.
Anyway, if you had less than 12 points of magical healing, 12 temporary hit points, you have 12 hit points. And if you're within 10 feet of my turret, which is everybody but Edmont. I think everybody had 11, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Who's
We've
next?
got the purple token followed by Evie.
It's Purple Token's turn. Oh, no, just see if I spawn anymore. I do not. So it's Evie.
All right. I can't see him from here.
You cannot.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Still can't see him?
Still cannot see him.
I'm not sure I want to get any closer than that.
I've noticed that you've left the circle.
I have.
Yeah.
Best thing that I can do... I mean, it's not going to work. I could target the area with Erupting Earth, but he's probably going to make his save and not take much damage. But it's kind of all I can do.
Okay, is that the end of Evie's turn?
You can dodge.
Yeah, I can. I guess I'll stay here and dodge.
All right, who's next?
Got Victor with Edmont on deck.
Victor, what do?
I really want to try stabbing the ground with my psychic dagger and see if it does anything to him. Victor is not going to leave the magic circle because he's not stupid.
Is this the same Victor that climbed through the flesh room? All the way to that pillar?
Hey, he knew that pillars were something special, okay?
Sounds like justification to me.
Oh, the Illithid's something special.
Yeah.
Victor, what do
But
you
he
got?
knows about the Illithid now. So no, he's gonna ready an action to where if the Illithid gets within, the 80 feet of his short bow, he will
Take the shot.
So question: If I want to change from the short bow to the psychic daggers, is that going to take an action or a bonus action to do?
You couldn't ready an action and then pick your weapon later, because you have to have your weapon in your hand at the end of your turn.
Yeah, I just mean next. So if I shoot this turn, I have the short bow in hand when next turn starts. Will it take my action to switch to psychic dagger?
You can swap back and forth as long as it's on your turn. I think that's micromanaging. There's not a lot to be gained by.
Okay, then yeah, I'll ready an action where if the Illithid gets within short row range, she will shoot it.
Short row range, got it.
Short row range.
Who's next?
It's kind of like range, but a little further.
Edmont with black token on deck.
Edmont, you think this deal you just made with this creature is kaput?
Yeah. Edmont crosses over to here
Okay.
and takes aim with his bow and arrow.
When you
and
peer down from the top, yes, you can see the creature hovering a few feet above the ground. Down
Singed
before.
by fireball.
What's that?
Singed by fireball.
Doesn't look damaged at all.
Oh. Take a shot.
Okay.
It's a 24 to hit.
Damn, dude, that'll hit.
You're looking at 8 points of piercing damage.
Very good.
Fully charged. Second attack.
Yep.
That's a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
10 points piercing damage.
As you rain arrows down upon the creature that you just pledged not to harm.
It wasn't him who broke that deal.
No.
Yeah.
And yet.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Hang on 1 second. Let me check something. Can I force him to? Can I stunning strike with an arrow?
As long as Stunning Strike says it will key off of a monk weapon, and if your bow is a monk weapon for you.
It sure is.
Yeah, as long as it's worded like that. I don't think Stunning Strike has to be a martial arts attack.
Oh, when you hit with a melee weapon attack. Never mind.
So you could stab him with an arrow.
I could.
No, you couldn't. That's dumb.
Then yeah, I'm going to key point and dodge.
Okay.
Yep.
Black token with purple on deck.
Edmont,
Sir.
make me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Actually, who's got the higher wisdom save, you or Evie? Because Evie's also pretty close. Which one of you has the better wisdom save? Because
I have intellect fortress up. I get advantage on wisdom saves.
okay. So, what is your actual wisdom save score plus 5?
My actual wisdom plus 5 would be plus 7.
So you've got a plus 7. Edmund, is your wisdom save better than plus 7?
Nope.
No. Okay, yeah, he's going to target Edmund. Edmund, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
21.
21.
Yeah.
That'll
Edmont,
never
yes,
happen.
right now.
Edmund, I will allow you to use your reaction at this moment to make an insight check if you like.
Absolutely. I will do so. $17.
17. So you now have no reaction, which is really good.
Yeah.
The thing throws its hands out in front of it and speaks angrily into your mind and says, "Destroy them all and bring me their brains." And when it notices, like for a second you consider it, like it'd be a lot of fun to split Victor's head open like an egg and scoop out the insides. But when it notices that its command did not take effect, you can tell there's a moment where worry and doubt creeps into it. And it moves backwards.
You shan't force me to harm my family. Edmont shouts out loud.
To the back wall. That was Black Token. Who's next?
Purple token with Ekon on deck.
Okay. I've got 40 feet of movement. 15, 25, 30. I'll dash. We can dash, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I can put my spider right on Edmund, but I cannot attack him. One of the brain spiders skitters up the side of the wall towards you, but it uses all of its
Aw,
actions
damn.
to get into range. Who's next?
Ekon. This pillar is in the way, and people are out of the circle, so that's great.
Everybody has left the circle. So to be
Only
clear,
2
Ekon,
people.
you did not hear the creature command Edmund, but you heard
Yeah.
Edmund's response.
No, I get
Like-
that.
I want to put out Genie is like following his brain signature and pointing at it.
Yeah. Actually, do I know the square it's occupying thanks to Genie?
No.
Or can she? Okay.
Any attack that requires sight would be made at disadvantage as though you were blind. If it's an attack roll. Any spell that requires line of sight you don't have.
Okay.
But you're not leaving the circle.
Let me look up one other spell real quick.
If you
Sorry.
can shoot him from within the circle, I fully endorse that. But I can't do anything to it without leaving the circle.
Sounds
You
like he
gotta-
might be considering leaving the circle.
You need to route him out so he's within range of us inside the circle.
Yeah, if we keep chasing him,
He's not going to do that. I'm already telling you right now, he's not going to do
no,
that.
this is a very intelligent opponent. I don't think he'll fall for that.
Oh, yeah, 19 is pretty intelligent.
5, 10, 15, 20.
I'm smarter.
40, 45, 50. I mean, he's completely out of range in any regard. Let's go ahead and cast Aura of Purity.
Is that a new
Gives
spell? I feel
advantage.
like we haven't seen that before.
I used it when we fought the Dryad, actually. Just didn't come up. New circle around me.
It's still a circle.
25, 30.
Is magic circle concentration?
No.
Okay. Because this
So now there's also an aura
is-
around 30 feet around Ekon that provides advantage against a whole bunch of things.
Okay.
Like what?
Blind, charm.
Blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, stunned.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
And it's a 60-foot wide sphere around Ekon.
That's an
30-foot radius.
It's an outrageously huge sphere. My goodness. Okay.
And it blocks everything.
Well, it doesn't block things, unlike this.
It gives advantage against conditions.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the circle completely blocks mind control, for instance, against the undead. But
Speaking of, you've left the circle.
I've got the aura. I've got
He's
the
got a
like I
circle.
said, new circle on me. That's the end of Ekon's
Circles
turn.
within circles. Who's next?
Actually, you know what? This guy needs to make 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, he's out of range. Yeah, that's it
Okay.
for me.
who's next?
Next up is Genie with purple on deck.
Genie, I've
We're
noticed
trying
that
to
you're
pull-
still
pull
inside the circle.
Yeah, I'm still in the circle. I need another DC 17 saving throw from this man.
Okay. 17.
Okay. Well, he still takes. That is
Every fireball.
half of 30.
Edmont, you have evasion, right?
Yeah.
So looking down, you have no difficulty telling. This creature moves fast and floats in the air. And on a saving throw against a dexterity save, he suffers no damage. For the same reason
Edmont calls it. Edmont calls out, he's fast!
All right.
We need to hit him with precise attacks.
Yep.
Genie, moving or staying put?
Genie is going to scoop up her protector turret on her shoulder. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So leaving the circle.
Yeah, I'm in the secondary circle.
In the secondary circle.
Yeah.
Very good.
Like,
Who's next?
what we need is a Venn diagram.
After that is purple token with Eevee on deck.
Okay, purple token. I get 1. Another spider skitters up out of the fluid. Who's next?
Eevee with Victor on deck.
So climbing up a level is 10 movement.
10 feet, yeah.
10, 20, 25, dash, 35, 45.
Let's see what.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 10 feet up, which means it costs 20 feet to climb.
Oh, okay. I was here.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot climb, so it costs 20 feet of movement to climb up. Spiders can do it because they just have climbing speed.
Yeah. Okay. This might
Edmont
take a
can do
little...
because he cheats.
Edmont
Yeah.
cheats, yeah.
He's a monk. I get it. Okay, so... 20.
On the movement line on Edmont's character sheet, it just
40.
says yes.
45. Actually, no. 45. 50. 55. Can I attack this creature from where I'm standing?
Yeah,
Within 20 feet?
yeah, that's fine.
All right. Edmont is
look at
adjacent
that.
to it. Edmont, does Edmont not have a reaction?
Edmont does not
I spent
use
it.
it on an insight check.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's for that insight.
Well, I can still attack. I can still get a sneak attack. How does a 27 treat you?
27 does hit.
Blended. "17 points of magical piercing damage to the spider.
And it is bloodied.
And end turn. I'm probably gonna have a bad turn coming up.
You're in the secondary circle.
I am. I have Intellect Fortress. I'll probably be okay.
Who's next?
Next up is Victor with Edmont on deck.
Victor, you can see no belligerence, but you are still in the circle.
I am, and I kind of like it in the circle, to be honest.
The problem with being in the circle is there are no targets to hit.
I know.
I mean, we might get lucky. We might roll some spiders for you.
I know. I want spiders. I just want this black token to get in range.
Well, I don't think he's going to.
No.
No, he's not. He's been watching us this entire time.
He had an
He knows
illusion.
what we're about.
He had an illusion at the top of the dais to bait us into wasting our first fireball, and now he's basically luring us into his spiders.
I think I've evaded
Actually-
3 fireballs so far.
I think he's actually. I don't think he was actually in the crystal to begin with. I think he was watching us the entire time.
Well, he was sealed in here.
So that gets my movement.
So Victor has now left the circle.
But I'm still inside of the secondary circle.
There are 0 people remaining inside of the circle.
It was a good idea in theory, but this Alhoon is too smart for it. Or this Illithid, I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna have to use an action to move no matter what I do. And he says 10 feet to get up each level?
It's a 10-foot
20 feet.
climb, which costs 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Climbing essentially counts as difficult terrain.
Well, then I know I'm gonna hate myself, but we're not gonna climb.
Okay.
We're gonna try. We're gonna see if my friggin' Noctis move actually gets me distance this time.
It really is the Noctis Warp Strike, isn't it?
It is.
Hey, okay, I can go up to 70 feet. Pretty sure that gets me to the top of this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's 40 feet up. And once you get up to the top, if you're over on the side of the lip, like where Edmont is, you'll be able to see the creature down there.
Okay, so if I'm in the middle, I can, but if I get up here,
You have to be on the lip, near close to where Edmont
Okay.
is, on
okay.
the south
That also
side.
means the creature couldn't see me if I was here.
He wouldn't have line of sight to you. I wouldn't assume he doesn't know you're there. From that position, you could probably see both spiders, though, pretty easily.
Okay, we're actually going to stay on this lip on this side.
From there, I'll give you Edmont's spider, but not the other one.
Yeah, that's fine. And so that's a bonus action to teleport, which means I still have my main action. So
Sure do.
we're going to short bow attack that spider.
Okay. It's looking very bloodied already.
Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit.
Oh, it's next to Edmund, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
Well, it only takes 20 points of piercing damage.
That's enough. The question
Only
is,
20?
though, because we're already 7 minutes over time, shall we finish up this combat? Is everybody good to
Yeah.
go for? Okay.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
be
I'm
here
good
next
with
week, so
Oh, so you want it done now?
yeah.
Want that sweet XP? Victor, moving or staying put? You have killed that spider.
I have. I'm gonna shift so I'm not in direct line of sight with you fireball wielding maniacs.
Okay. And who's next?
Now we've got Edmont with Black Token.
Scooch over to here. Draw bead on the Illithid
Sure.
and fire. That's a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
And 7 points piercing damage.
Good.
That's a 10 to hit.
10 will not hit.
Bonus action martial arts.
I think you have to actually use martial arts to do that.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I keep bogging things down.
The martial arts has to be done off of an unarmed strike or a monk weapon, I think.
It's unarmed
Unarmed strike or a monk weapon, and this bow is a monk weapon.
Okay.
Who are you martial arting up there then?
The Illithid.
From back there?
Doppers have that range.
Yeah.
But martial arts doesn't have to be an unarmed strike? You're talking about
Unarmed
the
strike
bonus
or-
action martial
you-
arts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unarmed strikes and monk weapons.
If martial arts says you can use a monk weapon, then yeah, you can shoot
Yep.
up there.
You gain the following benefits while you're unarmed or wielding only monk weapons, and you are wearing an armor or shield. You can use dexterity instead of strength for attack roll monk damage in a place with an unarmed strike or monk weapon.
When you
And-
make an action attack with an unarmed strike or monk weapon, you can make one unarmed strike.
unarmed strike. Okay, strike
a
that.
bonus
I
action.
apologize. I sincerely apologize. I will get this down eventually.
You can punch him menacingly from up there.
Fist pump.
Bonus action then. This is all brightly lit, isn't it?
Yes.
Fuck. Key point dodge turn.
All right.
Black token with purple on deck.
The creature rises 10 feet into the air, flays his hands out, and as he does, the tentacles on his face flay out as well. I will need an intelligence saving throw from Victor, Edmont, and Evie. Apply whatever necessary advantages you have if you're inside of the second circle.
What does that give me, Ekon?
I think you're too high up. You're 40 feet up.
Yeah.
Really?
That's just Evie's inside the circle.
It's 60 feet. It's like a
It's a
60.
30-foot radius.
Oh, 30 feet from me. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, let's get an intelligence saving throw from the three of you. The DC
got
is 16.
I got a 20, and I'm inside Ekon's circle if that matters.
Oh, hey, I got a 20.
Blips.
Blips. Uh-oh. The blips are coming
Don't
out.
use blips. Don't use blips. Use my reroll.
Okay then. Fine. There we go. That's pass. That's 20.
A pass?
Yep.
Okay. And bear with me one moment as I...
The fleeting bear, only with us for a moment.
This wave of psychic energy so powerful that it sends ripples through the liquid at your feet. You feel it wash over you, rippling through the air and the rock. And you manage to stand fast against it. The creature rose about 10 feet in the air to do that. So I'm going to move it 15 feet away from you. So it's now hovering just above this ledge here. Who's next?
Ekon. Ekon's going to say, Genie, can you get me on top of this thing?
Yeah.
I think you skipped the spider.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. There's a second purple.
Oh, yeah, my spiders.
Your little purple boy.
It's probably going to come eat my brain now. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
I can get all the way to Evie. Oh, I'm so happy. Evie, how you doing?
I believe I'm dodging.
Are
No,
you?
I didn't. I'm not dodging. I moved a bunch last turn. It was the turn before that I was dodging.
You got
I have
12 tip
a
hit points.
21 to hit.
That will hit.
6 points of slashing damage.
That's rude.
And can I please have an intelligence saving throw? DC is 12.
Well, thank goodness I have advantage on these. That's a... Yeah. How about a 19? Does a 19 work for you?
That'll do it. As the thing scratches out with one of its little legs, but the psychic attack fails to take hold.
We gotta get him down to the ground.
Unfortunately, I failed my concentration check to maintain Intellect Fortress.
Okay.
It's nice while it lasted.
You guys are like, no, don't make me play a stupid homebrew class that makes us all proficient in intelligence saves. Those are the worst. Who's next?
Ekon. Genie, can you get me up there?
Yes.
Okay. I move, and then I ready an action to cast Spiritual Weapon on the creature as soon as Genie teleports me to the top of the dais.
Okay.
That's the end of Ekon's turn.
And it's my turn now?
Yep.
Okay. First thing is my spider climbs 15 feet, gets up on Ekon's shoulder.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I need either a Constitution saving throw or you can fail it.
I will fail it.
And you are wherever the heck you indicated. And with
All right.
cast Vortex Warp.
And he's getting a 5th level spiritual weapon.
5th level, huh?
My fire spells aren't going to do a damn thing.
You sure you don't want to do
Sledgehammer of error.
You sure you don't want to do like a 4th level?
5th level is what? It's like a. It's like a
48 plus 5.
I know, but like, what is? Does it look different, or is it just like a? It's just an even bigger.
It's just a
hammer?
really pristine, like,
Really big
super
hammer.
shiny magical hammer.
I think a 5th level you actually get MC hammer.
Yep.
It's like it's wearing parachute pants.
Or doing the crab walk.
Damn, I had a contingency for this, but it didn't work because a 5th level spell is ridiculous. Go ahead.
I'm going to hit an AC of 21 with that.
That does hit.
Alright, this is force
You
damage.
sound so disappointed.
It's his epic level boss, and we're kind of schooling him. All his shit's failing.
Nah, he's like eating 4 fireballs without any damage, so I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That's 25 damage there, Chief.
Nice. Yeah, you crash into him with hammer go
That was a
hammer.
bonus action.
You can touch this.
Yeah, that was Genie's turn.
Yeah, that is not still on
The Shield of Faith is no longer up, by the way, because I'm concentrating on the aura. We've got Purple with Eevee on deck.
Oh, but at the end of my turn,
Oh yeah,
if you were within 10 feet, so that's pretty much just. Ekon already has more, but Edmont, you get 9 10 hit points,
I'll take him happily.
and that's the end of my turn. I think Victor already has like 11 or 12, and then
all right.
No,
so then
I mean-
we've got Purple Token with Eevee on deck.
The psychic monster didn't
Okay.
even hasn't seen the protector turret yet.
2d12. I get one here, and I get one here. Who's next?
so
Eevee with Victor on deck.
Evie,
Here's
you
a
are
s-
standing in the spider's threat range.
I sure am. I forget. Do these spiders have sentinel?
Not that you know of.
something in here had Sentinel. It was the Driders.
The
Yeah.
Driders
Right,
I gave
that's
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have intellect in Fortress anymore, so I don't think I want to be in this thing's range.
Well, we can just follow you wherever you go. So
Yeah, that is true.
I mean-
All right. Bonus action, steady aim
against who?
against the spider.
The one right next to you?
Yep.
Okay. That doesn't have to be a
Knife
ranged
it.
attack, does it?
Knife hit
no.
extremely hard.
You just can't move.
Yeah. And I got a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Knife him very hard, please.
I'm trying really hard. That
So you make
is,
Victor bow him at the same time?
22 points of damage, and Victor may spend his reaction to attack it if he likes.
Doesn't need to. 22 points of damage is enough.
All right, then Victor can. I have to actually look up the rules for how close a creature can be to me for me to designate an attack.
Victor probably can't see any other creatures on the field from his position.
I can see the Lithic count. If he's
The
hovering.
elephant's flying.
You see how he flew up 10 feet, you said?
10 feet above the floor so he could get the cone in. Victor's 40 feet above the floor.
Oh, yeah,
from that
yeah,
Position, I'm, from the back end here, I'm going to say he probably can't see the Illithid close to the floor where he is. He'd have to be up to
Yeah.
the front. Ekon and Edmont could see him.
Okay, so Victor can't see anything.
He can see you.
Oh, is Edmont within
shot? Yeah.
Is Edmont within 30 feet of me?
Hard to.
I would say no on that.
He is
Probably
20
no.
feet above you and 20 feet away.
Okay, so that's no. All right, then I cannot let anyone make any attacks, and I cannot move. So that's the end of my turn.
All right.
We've got Victor with Edmont on deck.
40, 50, 60.
Counting things
All right.
out.
So I guess Victor is going to have to put his pretty face at risk. So Victor is here. Can he see the Illithid?
Yeah, from that point, I'd say you could easily see the Illithid or the spider here.
Okay. Let me check range.
He's 80 feet away.
Okay, he looks. Is he? He looks like he's within 60 feet, but is he with the drop down?
So usually it's 10 feet per level, so that's 10. That's 40 foot to the floor.
But he's 10 feet up, so.
So
Yeah,
that's 30 feet
yeah.
to the floor. So he's
It's probably right on the edge of your effective range. I wouldn't back
Yeah.
off any further away than that if you want to keep him on your effective range.
Yeah. Okay. Then we will give him a nice fire dagger, I guess.
Okay.
you have some way to do your sneak attack.
I don't think the weapon
Yeah.
of the air counts as an ally.
MC Hammer doesn't
Yeah.
count.
MC Hammer doesn't count as an ally.
No.
No, it's
Nope.
just a conjuration.
That's okay. Well, I need 2 bonus actions.
Is that all you need? Do you want a pony too?
Well, we have a horse. All
Listen to this asshole.
right. So for this round, we will Hunter's mark for the bonus action, then we'll attack him with the bow.
That's pretty good. That's still 2d6 when it hit.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a couple rounds to set this up right.
Like how we're just like we have to build everything correctly. We're
All
trying
right.
to build the pieces
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right, so that's gonna be 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And then moving or staying put?
I guess he's gonna stay put in case Evie wants to try and do her thing again.
All right. Who's next?
Edmont with black token on deck.
So it's going to take. So if I'm calculating things right, it's going to take me 10 feet of movement in order to go down.
No, 5 feet, because you can just jump down safely.
Okay.
Jumping down is easier than climbing up.
15, 20, 25, 30. He's ground level up there, right?
He's floating just above this terrace. So if you're down here by the channel, he's 10 foot above you on this terrace.
35. Can I occupy the space where the MC Hammer is?
Yeah, the hammer doesn't occupy its space.
Then I can wall run up the last bit of feet, and I will absolutely beat the tar out of this guy.
All right. After you said you wouldn't. I love it.
Well, he's now
He was
left
lying.
secondary circle.
He's also left the tertiary circle, the big channel. Like he's
All
Edmund-
circles all the way down.
no more circles.
It's circles upon circles. That's a 14 to hit.
A 14 will not hit.
Second attack. Ah, it's fucking gross. Key point, flurry of blows.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, which one is it? The Hyper Wrist. Take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, 2 charges remaining on it.
And it is bloodied.
Then the Dark Powers ask this thing to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
Am I trained in Constitution? I am trained in Constitution saving throws. I have a 17.
Alright, well, let's got one more attack on you. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
6 points of bludgeoning damage, and the Dark Power is asking you to make that saving throw one more time.
13.
Stunned until the end of my next turn. Boom!
He's stunned until the end of your next turn.
Yes.
Very good. I mean, not very good, because this guy hasn't done friggin' anything yet. You guys keep...
Black token with purple on deck.
Yeah, my man's stunned. What do you want him to do?
Hey.
Then it's spiders.
Yep.
Oh, I believe that.
Oh, I can get both spiders on you.
Oh, no.
100% valid. 100% valid.
You're not dodging, are you? Okay. Edmont,
Sir.
my friend,
Yes.
I have a net 20.
Of course you do, because why wouldn't you have roll anything else at this point?
And then I have a 7 to hit.
7 does not hit.
Okay.
Guess the takeaway is you should dodge.
16 points of slashing damage from the spiders.
Ooh,
Ow.
That's pretty mean.
That's a critical hit. Now, please make me an intelligence saving throw. Your DC is 12.
I have to open up calc.exe for this. Sorry, I don't know how to do basic arithmetic. Go.
No, nobody does. It's
What do you want?
impossible.
Intelligence saving throw. You said DC 12.
DC is 12. That sounds like you didn't get it.
No, I'm. Can you give me a reaction for a reroll?
Me? I already
You're
used it on you.
Oh, it's only one thing. Okay, yeah, 2 blips.
Spending blips to
I do not want to fail this. Yeah,
I don't
there we
blame
go.
you.
That's better. That's better. No, I saw what this thing did to my cousin. I don't want this to happen again to
And then
me.
make me an intelligence saving throw. DC 12.
Pass.
All right.
Just barely, but pass.
So one of them sinks its claw in really deep, but you manage to avoid both psychic attacks. Who's next?
Ekon. So first of all, we get the Sledgehammer of Air.
The MC Hammer of here.
Bonus action. That'll hit an armor class of 68. Uh, 17.
17 will hit.
Dealing 22 force damage.
Okay. I was expecting you to win this fight. I wasn't expecting you to completely trounce this monster.
So, 4th level Scorching Ray is 5 rays.
Okay.
I'm going to need 5 pairs of d6s.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You
I'm
get
not going to have a
D20s
monster
and
left
Advantage
after
on all of
this.
these, so
Yeah, he gets advantage on all these, so it's amazing.
Yes, he does.
It's undead. He might be weak to fire.
Alright, so the first one hits a 20.
That hits.
Second one hits a 24.
That hits.
Third one is a crit.
Damn.
Fourth one is a crit.
Damn.
Fifth one hits a 15.
Just 15
For
hits.
some of this.
Those all.
Okay, so
Holy God.
That's
these
This is where it came from.
yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 d6.
You want
We
to
use
now?
dodging fireballs.
This might finish him off right here. This might do it.
7.
I was gonna start throwing shatter spells at him for the con save.
He's
Yeah, I
trained
think
in
Khan
con
is
saves.
Well, I
Yeah,
still
but he still
think
takes
it's
half
probably,
damage.
It's probably his weakest stat.
Evasion wouldn't apply to Constitution save, yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
Go ahead and enjoy 59 fire damage.
Oh, that's enough.
Poor Querzo.
The assist for that, right?
Yeah, I don't think I would have gotten all those crits otherwise.
Yeah.
The creature, first of all, the spiders just stop moving and slop to the ground. The creature dies in a bizarre way. Its body becomes atomized as though scorched with intense heat. But the ash doesn't blow away or fall to the ground. It just leaves this bizarre silhouette floating in the air of the creature and its tentacles and even its robes, as though a hole in space. But
God damn,
moves
Ekon.
no more.
I think it's
Yeah, I'm actually often holding back my big spells.
I guess air
For
cut
a
off the
real-
pot.
Real problem?
Get the hell out of here.
So there's nothing left of the creature. He's just gone.
No, there's this pile of ash that you would expect to fall to the ground has not done so. It's just suspended in the air.
And he shoots it with her fireball.
Hold on. Don't do that. Is there still a shape of a creature, like his head is still there?
Oh yeah.
All right. I try casting Speak with Dead on it.
There's no response.
Okay.
Victor just takes his crowbar and kind of moves it through the ash.
And you can. It's just like drawing a line.
Let's go get our metal horse and get our cousin and blow the
hell
horn.
out of here.
You retrieve your cousin and your metal horse and blow the horn.
Be like, all right, Carrots, I will miss you. I will carry you in my heart always.
Just hold on to it and think about it a bunch.
Okay, I think I concentrate real hard on Carrots coming with us.
None of
Let's
the
all
objects that you take from the dungeon come back with you.
Can we go take some of that gold?
Nope.
No.
The gold vanishes. Anything you found. The stone mask, etc.
So I have to build my own Carrots now, right?
You guys awaken one at a time. Including Orson. Orson has no memory of the events that transpired. He has no idea what went on.
But he's restored to his sanity?
He's got a wicked migraine.
No, Evie just tackle hugs him.
I imagine.
Escort him to his bedroom.
I imagine
Other
that's the
combos.
equivalent. I imagine like Evie trying to tackle hug Orson. It's like a small fluffy animal running headfirst into a pillar and making a squeaky toy noise.
So, Sedgwick. Let me post our straw poll link in the Twitch chat while I have it open here.
Edmont turns to Sedgwick and says, "Did you enjoy your sandwich?" Has been lit on fire a couple of times, been drowned in water.
Where's our sandwich?
So yeah, the two of them are still there, Ray and Sedgwick. And Sedgwick walks you through all the new cracks that have appeared in the mirror. You describe how you weakened the creature. It was an Alhoon, by the way, and it was an incredibly powerful one. Each one of those little puzzles you solved removed one of its advantages. The last advantage was it was allowed to spawn in intellect devourers during the fight. That's the only one you didn't get.
Oh, so we could have like freed him at any point and fought him?
If you made that your focus, I would not have been recommended. So the Alhoon gets a thing called negate spell, which lets them 3 times a day. If you cast a spell, if it's 3rd level or less, the spell just doesn't happen. I pumped that up to 6th level. And then as you were weakening him, it came back down to 3. So I didn't even get to use that against that crazy MC Hammer.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. It's not possible to kill the creature inside of the liminal space inside the mirror. Because there's nothing physical in the mirror. It's not physically trapped in there. None of the wounds that you suffered, none of anything that happened on the inside remains. Your clothes are no worse for wear. Any ammunition that you've spent, you still have.
Spell components?
Any spell components that you use while in there, you would still have.
We just spammed commune.
Sedgwick and Ray believe that what you've done is weakened this creature so much, they don't know exactly how much power and will and time it took him to crack the mirror from the inside, but they think it will take a very, very long time for it to make another attempt.
But the creature is still in there.
So there are 2 options that they put before you. 2 courses of action that they recommend. 1, take the opportunity while the creature is weakened to repair the cracks in the mirror. That will put things back into the state where it's trapped, but now it has to start its machinations over from the beginning. That could take years or decades or centuries. It's impossible to know. The other thing you could do is draw it out of the mirror by trapping another person. And then in its severely weakened state, it would be trivial to kill it.
I mean, it's
Who do we
already
try?
dead. It was an undead creature.
Now, there are ways to kill the undead.
I can
Well-
kill the dead, believe me.
Well,
This creature, at its full power on the outside of the mirror, you would not stand a chance against it. But the state to which you've weakened it inside of the mirror, if you were to pull it out now, almost certainly could kill it. But that would require you trapping someone else inside
Forever?
until you switch them out again. It's how the mirror
Well, it's-
works. One person at a time can be trapped within.
We know
Actually,
anybody we want to trap.
if someone comes up who we want to trap, I guess we'll keep that in mind. Because he'll stay weakened like this for a long time, right?
They don't know.
This seems like a kind of get the shit or get off the pot kind of a moral
So, like,
world
repairing
dilemma.
repairing the mirror, do you mean like a mending spell? Because
Cedric
Like
and Ray have the capability to work on this artifact. They would have to recast a pane of glass, do the proper runes and incantations and things. So they could do the repairs if that's the route you want to go. But that would leave the Alhoun trapped inside.
What's the deal with two mirrors? Are they both part of the same trap, or is there second creatures trapped in the other mirror?
No, the two mirrors facing each other comprise one artifact. If you were to move them out of alignment, the creature inside would be freed.
Where's Aslan at when you need him?
then why do we need to trap another
Have
creature?
someone else in there.
Because otherwise there's no way to draw the Alhoun out. And
You just said there was.
Yeah, if you move the. I'm confused about the functionality of this because, like, sometimes it seems like you're describing it as if the mirrors are not facing each other, they're freed, and sometimes it's
I've
like
always described the mirrors as facing each other.
right,
But
but
if-
like if we move one of the mirrors, the creature is freed.
Is that what
It
you're
just
doing?
pops out. I mean, that's what you. I'm trying to.
If we free the creature by moving a mirror, is it just going to pop out somewhere in the multiverse where we don't have it, whereas versus trapping
lot-
something else, we can have control over it?
A lot of things would happen. They can only speak in probabilities. It's not an exact science. They suspect that to have control over who goes in and out of the mirror, you will have to replace who's in there.
And is the replacing the person literally just having somebody step in between the middle of the mirror?
Yeah, what's the process for actually trapping someone?
It's a good question. They would have to try some things out. Is that what you'd like to try? Do you have a
I'd like
volunteer?
to know how to. I'd like to know how to do it, but I don't want to release this creature right now.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and repair the mirror, and then we'll because it's going to take time for you to try some things out anyway. Might as well fix the mirror while you're doing that.
I mean, my opinion is we don't have anyone to trap, and I don't know that that's a particularly humane punishment for any sentient creature anyway.
So, repairing the mirror is possible. Once the mirror is repaired and no longer cracked, you might lose the ability to draw the creature out in a controlled environment by any method. In other words, if you turn the key and lock him back up, you're trusting the key to now hold.
And if we move the mirrors, he's just going to appear who knows where.
Anything could happen at that point.
I mean, we don't have anybody.
Yeah, we don't want to put anyone in there right now. We don't have anybody.
Okay.
I mean, but
So you
Aslan-
tell Ray and Sedgwick to repair the mirror as best they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless one of them wants to volunteer to go in it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ray, as Sedgwick is going about this task, Ray is supervising. He's often very quiet. But he speaks as Sedgwick is going about repairing the mirror. I wonder if I could take a moment and impress upon you the significance of what you've accomplished. This was a dangerous task, and from it you've won no wealth, no glory, no practical knowledge. We can't even say for certain there is one fewer horror in the world than there was yesterday.
That is the description of every adventure we've been on since we arrived in these lands.
The safety of this place is prize enough for me for now.
He nods. He says that he believes every man is evil. Every man wakes up in the morning, just his physical existence consumes resources and places a debit upon the world. A debit that most men choose not to repay. He says the manner in which a man chooses to repay that debit speaks to his quality. And as Sedgwick finishes up the repairs, he says, I believe based on what I've seen here, I have seen in House Veritas, in you lords and ladies, the potential for great quality indeed. They recommend...
Stares at his cousin.
They recommend that you guard this mirror well, that you leave this room bricked up and locked, and trouble with it no more.
And going forward, will we call the two of you friends of House Veritas?
Ray gives you a sequence of arcane letters that do not conform to any language. He tells you that he and Sedgwick travel all across the land, that they're not in their home frequently. I think they're from Lamortia. I'd have to double check. If you were to write this sequence of characters on the back of a missive, tie it to the leg of a raven and let it go, it would find them. And in that way, you could contact them if need be.
Neat.
No.
Jeannie has a question for them. For the
I hope
both
it's a
of
quick
them.
question because it's
Yeah. Yes, Jeannie wants to know. The two of them, they found they got all this information about this mirror from a library, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, they piece it together from a lot of different places, but yeah.
Oh, I thought they were in a library. I wanted to know where the library was, so
They
I
got
could go
the
there.
actual schematic from a library. Yeah, I can answer
What
that
library?
for you.
Yeah, because Jeannie wants to go to this library.
I
Is there a
could.
lot of schematics at this library?
Sedgwick would then confide in you that it was less of a research opportunity and more of a, what would you call it, Ray? A smash and grab? And Ray says that, Arthur, I believe you've done most of the smashing, if we're being honest.
Hot.
Wow. Okay, I only have one minor thing for them. They have been privy to some of House Veritas' secrets, including the existence of this mirror. I just need to know from them that they do not plan to share this information with anyone.
They give you their word. It's up to you whether that's worth anything to you.
I asked for them to give me their word under Zone of Truth.
If somebody had made that request of Evie...
They did. They put us under Zone of Truth at the very
They-
beginning.
This is exactly what they did to us.
Doesn't sound like them. Where's the love, right? Yeah, they
It's
would.
Ravenloft. There is no love.
They would submit to that. No problem there.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go dark for two minutes while I add up all your experience, the tons and tons of experience you got. When we come back, we're gonna do the fastest blips ever. I'll be right back.
Who's the most creative today, then?
Genie's got to get something for going spelunking.
I've got one for Genie.
All right, what is it?
Intangible. Blood is liquid meat.
Oh,
Jesus.
I would like to give. Let's go to the next thing.
For the party's goals the most?
I want to give that to Edmont for attempting to, like, you gave up all that HP and stuff for that, got that, and then you didn't get a chance to like use your boon because we didn't let you. So, like, that's no badass for trying to
Yeah, I get.
negotiate with a terrorist.
I was going to give badass to Ekon for going Nova.
But I want to give I do want to give something to Edmont for trying to
It's
do
least
the
creative, then.
Yeah, I think we could give Edmont creative and Ekon badass.
Yeah, creative for earning the boon, and then trying to use it.
And then
It's
who furthers the party's goals the most today? Was that
let me.
It might have been Evie for not letting them make a deal with the evil mind flayer.
Yeah, that's probably closest.
Yes.
For interrupting the deal with the mind flayer. I'm okay with that one.
Victor just did a lot of damage.
okay?
You get to exercise your Noctis teleport a couple times.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
After failing over and over.
It's like riding a bike. You'll get it. I kind of want to give Victor a blip for somehow for showing up and then like going, well, oh well, here, have some psychic damage.
All right, who's ready for some big boy experience?
Big
Sure.
boy
Yeah, please.
experience.
For a big pile of intellect devourers, the 2 flab giants, the living candles, the Alhoon, and for solving puzzles in the rooms with the fetid pools, the metal horse, and the sarcophagus, everybody is taking home 2,400 experience points. 2400.
Okay.
All right. Let's do some blips. Who wants to go first? And we need to go fast because it's very,
I'll
very
go.
late. Edmont, fast.
I've got my alignment lawful neutral. Take everything you can, give nothing back
Mhm.
for taking that boon from the mummy.
That
I
boon you
have
ended up not
five-
being able to use?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm still really mad about that, but
I
All
will.
right.
cope, seethe, maul.
Faster.
Ideal splice as my canvas. Now I'll make my mark on it for painting on Edmont's stone face.
Sure.
Or Ekon's stone face. And then my flaw, this world is filled with prejudice and prey, and I sure as hell not the prey for just being a total badass, staring down this Olitha that's flying around trying to do things, saying no to all of his mind control garbage.
I don't think that Elithid got anything on anybody. I tried mind blasting. I tried dominate monster.
You tried, and no skin off your nose, but holy crap, man, that was
Rough scene.
was
Who's next?
not-
I'll go.
Evie, what you got?
You mess with my family, you mess with me for generally trying to keep everyone from, like, getting themselves killed with the random experiments throughout the dungeon. Ideal, I must become a leader for that others can believe in for decisively saying that we were not going to make a deal with the evil Illithid. And no one understands for all the paperwork.
The paperwork jokes. That was pretty good.
I heard Victor next.
So alignment and justify the means, that would be agreeing not to kill the Alhoon after Edmont wanted to try and make his deal. Doesn't matter, didn't work. For ideal, ideal, seek the truth no matter the cost. That would be rushing to find out what happened to Jeannie after she was trapped, even though he was terrified of going spelunking. And then flaw values knowledge over people. That would be using a psionic dagger to save Jeannie.
Okay, and who's next?
I can go.
Jeannie.
Chaotic neutral. When in doubt, go with your gut for just fireballing the pillar and the Alhoon, I guess. Just nope, fireball. Practical solutions to impractical problems for putting together the horse.
Okay.
And don't worry about it. It was just a setback for my issues with space. Like trying to appear into, I don't know, like I'm not sure how to describe what that was, but going up the waterfall and trying to come out into the pillar, I was convinced there was a room or something in there. I'm sorry.
So not only was there not a pre-made way to escape from that situation, but there's nothing from inside you possibly could have done.
Right.
I just left that in as just a straight up death trap unless somebody on the outside figured something out.
Yep. Well,
And like what? And
in the video.
in the video. And what does Ekon have for me?
Got flaw. I'm sure there has to be something good just over the next hill because maybe the horse will come to life and be our friend.
horse did not come with you.
And then the initiative, so 2.
Okay. Who had the most creative solution to a problem this session?
That was Edmont for trying to accept the boon,
Like
trying to make peace.
he earned the boon, right? By interacting with the puzzle in the room. It's not his fault he didn't get to follow through on the end there. So
If the candles had been able to attack you and bring your life back to the sarcophagus, he would have raised hostile against you. So killing the candles quickly and lighting him on fire inside was one way to win his accord. So who did the most to further the party's goals?
That was Evie for not wanting to agree with the Illithid or the Alhoon.
that's pretty in line with our stated goals.
Yeah.
Not to parlay with evil creatures.
It does feel like you guys keep doing it, though. Who was the badass?
Ekon for going Nova. And blowing away your boss in one shot.
13 Scorching Rays. It wasn't vulnerable to fire damage, but it was still enough fire damage. Intangibles?
It was Genie for the comment that blood is liquid meat.
That's gross. Ekon has our straw poll for the week. So, blips are currently we're level 10, right? So they were 700?
Yep.
Edmont, you have 4 and earned 4. You're going to roll over 2?
Yep.
Okay, Ekon, you have 6 and earned 4.
Yep.
Evie, you had 6 and earned 4.
Mm-hmm.
Gina, you have 6 and earned 5. Victor, you have 6 and earned 3. So all of those you can roll over. Everybody's coming in next session with 6. Sorry, we went an hour and a half.
Sorry about that.
Almost 1 hour.
I do apologize for my role in that.
I don't think you had a role in that. I think it would have been weird to end the session right before the final boss fight. All right, thanks so much for playing, guys. I'm gonna go eat my pot roast and watch House of the Dragon.
All right. See you later.
So much.
Goodbye.